it. I got something for your face right there. You saw him in the kill feed there, boasting out with the bolt action as well. A lot of bolt shots.
Yeah.
Vikendi.
You like to see it, and that is because Vikendi, a lot of terrain to work with, especially when we don't have that 50% water zone. You know, that Hot Jukes and Dave, we like to coin as one of our trademark signatures out here when it comes to PUBG Mobile. 15 teams alive. We did lose Navi early on. DA, they lost 2. Abrupt Slayers, they lost Cherry. And Archer Gaming still down to that solo out there swimming, just swimming for that gold medal.
Yeah, here goes the next circle. Gonna go on over to Goroka. One thing too is that, you know, these squads are just staring at those kill feeds so carefully. So once Navi went out completely, you know that Bluebees, A1, the team's right behind them. They are looking at this and they're like, dang, you know, they're out. This is our chance. We got to do good here so that way we can possibly catch up to them. And that's a little bit added pressure. But at the end of the day, this is the global championships, man. You got to show up. They're all getting blown up. Secret Jin coming into Goroka hot.
Revenge.
Oh, nice little return.
Coming in hot. I mean, we saw all 4 members in one car right there. That was the option, the opportunity for Loops to get the blow up. But Team Secret Jin right there able to breach and make their way on into this compound safely. They only lost 1.
Yeah, they did make the player sacrifice. When you make crazy rotations like that, usually you have to sacrifice 1. That's exactly what they did. Now, they did have an extra knock onto a Loops member, but opt to play it a little bit more passively here rather than aggressive. And, man, it's 50-50. I can't say I blame them, especially considering that they're so central in this next circle. Oh, nice shots, though, from Gangzo. Almost caught him.
Yeah, Golden peeking right there, finding the bullets from the G36. Honestly, Loops, Team Secret Jin, you guys are in a good position, right? Like, you don't necessarily need to be ultra aggressive here. You can kind of just be neighbors for the time being. But these 2 teams, they have been neighbors since circle number 1, and they are getting a little annoyed of one another. You can tell.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the best thing for them is to do exactly that, right? Just say, hey, guys, we're a 6-man team now. You know, let's just shoot at everybody that's coming on in, and then we can deal with each other later. But, you know, hey, I think they would rather kill each other and then have all those points to themselves. So a little bit of selfishness, but at the end of the day, I mean, these points are just so critical. So much money's on the line. Can't blame them.
When you got to knock on your neighbor's door and give them that nice old pumpkin pie and say, hey,
casserole.
Welcome to the neighbor. The casserole. A1, they are going to be rotating ultra wide past 4 a.m. So that right there shows me that A1, they did some scouting and they spotted out 4 angry men. Very smart. That's what you need to be doing here this late in the game. 4 angry men, they are going to be pushing. The next zone does go on up. 4 angry men. They did get a crate though, so that kind of is a little alarming when you're everybody else. But Nova, Goroka right in the middle. This is perfect.
Yeah, so all of the buildings of Goroka are going to be on that edge side. That hill, though, Nova, they've got it locked down. And anytime you see a shift like that, that squad the center has to just play it super aggressive. Just put on a ton of pressure on all these teams and make it even more difficult for them to press up. We are seeing big battle, though, between Konita Power and Footballist. Konita Power are trying to create that more separation to possibly get 4th, maybe even 3rd place. We'll see if they're going to be able to get it down. Lavasin's just pre-nading right now, just trying to buy some time. Here comes Gongzo, though, always on point. Trying to throw those nades.
3v1.
That one, though.
Yeah, 3v1. It's going to be a challenge, but Lavasin definitely has the right mindset to try to get the damage with the grenades first before actually taking the fight with your bullets. But Gonzo throwing out some mollies, throwing out some grenades. Lavasin on the 2nd story, currently trying to avoid getting burnt alive. Woo! Able to connect on 1, but not get the thirst, and it comes down to the teamwork right there. Oh, Zeus fighting RRQ
on the bottom right there, and you can just see, oh, Digital Athletics, they're in here as well. And Silas has got that Groza. I think he's just waiting for this one to finish itself out, and then coming in 3rd party. Senior trying to be able to hold down Zeus. Zol is 1 HP. He catches ICY. That's a big one right there. And now Zeus, if they're going to go for pickups, it could be a 1v1. If Senior decides to go down and catch Ronin, and Silas is just sitting and waiting. Right.
Silas is the last one alive for DA with the Garozer, just like you said, waiting for Zeus to walk out that door and just unload that magazine. I cannot believe Silas is this close, right on top of Zeus. I mean, this is amazing.
I think he wants to give him a false sense of confidence too, and by not moving, they're gonna just not realize that he's there at all. But we'll see right now. Senior's trying to hold these stairs. Can he do it? Nice little peek there. That nade came in. He's gonna have to push back. He wants to control that stairs. That's the best position for him to stand a chance in this kind of fight. Oh, that bounce nade, though. Oh, that one was close. And that's the finish. The bank is open for the side of Zeus. That was a huge one right there. RQ done early. Man,
Bank
this
is open.
leaderboard is nuts.
It is open. What will this sneaky play from Silas pay off? I mean, Zeus, they have a false sense of security after that one knock. They have no idea in the world that there is an enemy right beneath them.
And the thing is that they're going to probably go for that Zima because they're out of this next zone. So that's going to be a crazy battle. We'll see how that works. But Bigatron, what happened to them? They're all gone. I mean, it's just Luxy left. So Bigatron are getting beat up early once again here. So, man, I mean, this is not the start that they wanted.
I'm guessing since Bluebees are so close to them, Bluebees with 2 kills so far might have played a role in possibly taking out 1 or 2 members. Silas was spotted from Ronin. That sneaky play wasn't successful. So Luxy, the last one alive. Meanwhile, 4 Angry Men, instead of sending it right smack in the middle, instead of that YOLO send, they decided to have a wide rotate. This is something that we have gotten used to seeing from 4 AM, and now they're going to be safe and sound on that west side, and they haven't lost anything from it.
Yeah, nice. They always go to that hard shift side, and that rotation always works because it's just usually wide open. And there goes Bigatron out in 11. So that kill feed starting to light up here. Loops now realizing that DA and Bigatron are out. You know that they are going to have their door open to try and possibly catch them. It's a big game for them. Paraboy, though, getting a nice nade finish onto A1 Esports. Man, Nova XQF showing up here.
A1, see you later. Loop still on the defense right now, trying to turtle on up as we do hear Lufa pulling the pin on these grenades, trying to long toss those bad boys. 3 kills so far on the Bluebees. Bluebees in the Zima, at least 2 members. Gonzo!
Gonzo
explosion!
Where are you going? Where are you going? And he was able to take him out really well. Konita Power, now that Loops is out, this is their game to shine. As Regiocio's gonna get caught by Axer, so that's another point on the side of Konita Power. Doing a damn good job here on the south side.
Good thing all the Bluebees didn't pile up in that one Zima, right? Good thing, because they would have been dead. And at least they have a fighting chance to continue racking up some type of placement points. Zeus, we have seen Zeus. They have been just aggressive all game long, Hot Jukes.
10 kills so far. 10 kills. I mean, they are crushing it right now. Now, they did lose ICY in the process, and they're trying to press up onto Abrupt Slayers. You can see Ronin trying to get the Brock priority right now. He's going to spot him while he's got a nade in his hand, and he's going to get the quick finish, the replay. Oh, you can see Gonzo over there on the bottom, but we got to go back down to this fight. You can see Zeus keeping on the pressure onto Abrupt Slayers. As Heaven X is trying to throw some smokes because he's getting pinched from both sides. But guess what? Zeus is right behind you, baby. What, did you forget about us? And now it's just Joker. Last one for Abrupt Slayers.
Great Molly in the smoke right there. Heaven was trying to be incognito, not be spotted. Joker with the Uzi in hand, trying to make sure not to get pressed by Zeus and third party from Nova. I see a Jimmy on a roof over there, looking like they're trying to third party this one. But Zeus, in a matter of 30 seconds, another 2 kills, another 2 points in the bank.
12 kills. And Joker, he has 5 first aids right now, so he just needs to, especially considering his position and how much open field it is, just heal it up and just try to get some more position. Because if you try running out, that's a free point for whoever is looking in that direction. 4 Angry Men still up. They have the north side of this circle. Nova, they have been sitting pretty on these zone rotates. They're going to have to push in a little bit more, though. And, man, here comes the zone.
Here comes the zone, and I believe a great IGL in the past. Beowulf told me this game, 90% of it is surviving, 10% is gunfights. So we shall see if Ito-chan and both Joker can survive right now. In the blue as Zeus, surprise from behind, Konita Power.
Gonzo with a nice one right there. And also, I don't know about that. I think it's 100% surviving, because if you lose the gunfights, you dead. And right now, Gonzo showing up right there. Spawn with just the laser beams onto King. And that's going to let them a little bit more room to breathe, as 4 Angry Men are going to get a good dominant position in the zone now.
Or Angry Men, 3 up right here. I mean, this team is just popping off here today. And looking at the stats, like the whole team almost has 3,000 damage. As Joker, the solo member from Abrupt Slayers, tagged and bagged.
Yeah, here comes Nova. XQF 4 kills. They want to get a nice finish here. 4 Angry Men, though, already. This is another great game, especially considering that Bigatron early. Idochan,
Out of meds.
just staying, just shooting it for fun. He's going to go out to the play zone. Papa Blue making it happen. Blue Bees go out in 5th. And you can just see 4 Angry Men on the eyes of Nova. It's going to be a big battle coming up.
4 more teams to go on for candy. Zeus out there in the blue, Papa Blue, putting in the work, putting in the damage. 4 Angry Men on the edge, playing it nice and slow. They have the open terrain in front of them. It's going to be a big fight up there to the north. 4 Angry Men versus Nova. Really
33. Curious
to see how Konina Power can remain relevant in this one.
I mean, they already have 7 kills, so they're definitely feeling good. And with at least top 4, still a strong finish regardless. So Konina Power, if they catch the right third party at the right time, they could definitely win this. But it's all about timing right now. Oh, but Sook! I mean, heck.
And off angle.
Timing on point. Oh, that great angle.
That was great. And not only that, does have this boulder to work with for cover, so you can just pop out, take the shots, and then pop back on into that cover. And Nova in the dip.
Amelie catches order, and now you got Paraboy and Jimmy up. Jimmy's gonna go for the quick res, and Paraboy has to hold this angle. He has to hold this while he's going for the res, going for the quick reload, and he's gonna pre-fire it some more. Black-White able to just sneak on in, but Sook, he's gonna give that intel off to that squad. And Swan putting more pressure onto Nova. That Molly a little too close. He's gonna force him to back off a little bit. And there goes Black-White out to the play zone.
Great Molly right there from Order to at least stop the push.
Swan!
Not for long!
Order able.
Very close to getting in, but Aerowolf are just ahead of them. They made a really far rotation here. They've started all the way up in the north side of this circle, and they've managed to sneak into the western edge. Abrupt Slayers controlling some rotations from Footballists as they make their way to the northern edges of Los Leones. Bigatron in the hills to their west.
You know, it's quite interesting actually that Na'Vi is able to get here. You know, I would put it down to 2 factors. I put it down to the fact that RQ is on 2 players and Zeus was locked in a fight of archers for quite long. These are the 2 teams that have caused so many problems for Na'Vi on their rotates, and now Na'Vi's able to get in.
Looks like 4 Angry Men have been caught between a rock and a hard place. Secret Jin, Konina Power on the, well, pretty much central onto this circle. They've spotted 4 Angry Men out in the open on their ridge line. Already knocks starting to come through. Haseki is dead. Shinhe knocked down right now. Potentially looking for the res as Svan puts pressure on Konina Power's ridge line. And they will get Shinhe back up. Blooming the smoke, but their position's very, very known at this stage.
Konina Power, they're on the hillside. There is a compound near them, and I think right now they are just extending out the arms, trying to get some feelers on where players are located. But it's Secret Jin heading down towards 4AM position. They do have the high ground. This is a struggle now.
Oh dear, it's so difficult. Sook just hits the deck immediately, goes down. They're trying to get Tufas as well, as they will find it. Svan now last standing for 4 Angry Men. They are getting wiped clean by Secret Jin right now. With the suppression from the backside, it's just so difficult to operate for them. Svan going low, has to drop the smokes. Na'Vi challenging Zeus on the western edge, will be able to hold them for now. They got the first knock and should be looking for the flush. Konina Power finally putting some suppression down onto Secret Jin, but 4 Angry Men, they're down to 1.
Now the team I mentioned, Zeus as well as Na'Vi, come into contact with one another a lot of times. Now Zeus has to play versus Na'Vi, and they start with a nice shot onto Abilene. Another is down for Zeus too. Now Na'Vi's looking to finish up this fight, try and take control of this western edge. See Claz Digital Athletics off in the distance, but they have nowhere near the same kind of high ground that Na'Vi currently controls.
Doesn't matter though, because Zeus's kills are going over to them. They're getting the knocks from Na'Vi, and Zeus are just like, we're open on this hillside, so we can't really do anything. Claz Digital Athletics plinking those shots away and just picking up those points. You can see Na'Vi for that push, where Zeus are now down to 1 player. They have 1 kill.
Yeah. Still, it's nice to have a position in the circle. I lied.
Oh, no.
You don't have position in the circle anymore. You've got to head down towards the southeast. Nova XQF already have this one. The circle look is going towards them today. They're very happy with this.
Bit of retribution here for Na'Vi as Classical Athletics have to move. Archer Gaming as well in the wings, and Fabian gets the knock onto Silas. Solus now up to bat and will get felled. Silas' teammate is going down, and shots from all angles going towards Classical Athletics' final representative. That will do the trick, and it will be Archer Gaming to eliminate them. 2 players still alive from them on the northwestern edge. RV have to mount up as 2 of them get knocked. Hang on a minute, and Sue's doing work. How did this happen?
Oh dear me. This is the other solo from Archers. Oh dear, that is not good for business whatsoever. And again, this is that careless rotating that we mentioned that Na'Vi suffers from so frequently. Zuxi trying to make his way across open ground here. Svan still alive within the circle. Try and bide his time, but Zuxi rocks right up on top of his position.
Luxy as well, looking to try and crest that ridge line. In the buggy, Microboy goes down out in the open. Footballist looking to take down Microboy. Will be able to get that flush. Luxy sends all the way across behind the ridge line. Try and bobbles it over. Will be able to make it for now, but not quite safe yet. Has to get a little bit further. Ryzen being tagged down a little bit. Loops getting wiped out in that compound on the northeastern side. Kanina Power take that position. Bigatron still under pressure, and that's Svar, the last player for 4 Angry Men, who's into the midst of things. Nade over the top, a little bit long. But Bigatron hold on to their spot for just a moment longer. Footballist now taking shots from somewhere. Somewhere will come from Secret Jin. Luxy gets knocked in the meantime as A1 chime into the fray. There's so many teams on this northern edge.
The ditch is proving so useful for Svan at the moment. Lutz drops around, that's Ryzen to fall to the floor.
Will get knocked and flushed as well. Zuxi now last standing for Bigatron in their little defilade. Needs to get his twin back up. Luxy down, but Svan over the ridge.
Another nade in hand, looking to throw that one through. A1 in the distance, now fighting versus Footballist. Fabian outside in the blue, not quite made it to the circle as of yet. Checking in with Na'Vi, not sure where they currently are. They're right on the south side. They're trying to move through. This is really good from them.
Fair enough, you know. They know the south side will be less competed for, given the shift that the circles had. It was hard down south, and then hard southeast again. Heads up rotation to play with a duo. We'll see if they're able to make that work. Nova XQF with a huge swathe of that southeastern chunk. They've actually sent Jimmy forwards to get a position on the opposite side of the road because they know that's going to be a main feature into the future circles, Blank.
Yeah, Na'Vi now cross the road. Inadvertently, they did it outside the circle itself. Works out well for them. And Nova XQF positioning themselves in such a way they can cross the road at any moment. They have 2 scouts out on the north side of the actual road itself and 2 towards the back.
Brilliant stuff from them. Footballist currently clashing with A1, and A1 is another one of those teams that's really running for those top spots. Zeus finally go down. Aerowolf Limax locked in fight with Blue Bees as well, who are 2 of those squads, again, competing for those last qualification spots. Potato and Aita-chan both down at the moment. Renalre, Hazelnuts trying to hold it at the top of this ridge line for Aerowolf Limax as Blue Bees only have 2, Lufa and Divine. See what they can do. A heal up for Lufa as he doesn't spot the healing player. There he goes. Able to get that knock. Looks for Hazelnuts as well and finds it. Lufa, low HP, but gets behind the ridgeline and might just be able to save it. A res coming through from Spalv right now. Over onto Potato, but Divine and Aita-chan, they're resing themselves up as Lufa heals. Looks for the flushes as well. Spalv drops the nade, potentially over towards his teammate. Waits for it. Nice biding of time there from Lufa as the reses can come through from Blue Bees as well. But Renalre sneaks back behind cover.
Yeah, this is a fight that Aerowolf need to win. They need to keep getting those points on board. And if they're going to keep getting those 10 pointers right now in the 3rd map of the day, they need to be able to continue in this
goes Divine. He pushes up with that Scar. 2 players behind the building to his right. 1 behind the player to his left. Potato will not give the game away just yet, but Renalre super low HP. Lufa and Aita-chan both swing wide. Divine goes down to Spalv, maybe looking for the flush. It's 2 versus 2 now in open combat. Divine getting confirmed. Potato's there, and now it's 1 for Blue Bees. Just Lufa can't make it happen. Aerowolf Limax survive with 3, but they have to move in further. The blue zone will pressure them.
Unbelievably important there for Aerowolf Limax to win that fight now. Their tournament continues. Can still put up those numbers. A1 rotating the vehicle. It's Footballist who took so much punishment from them before. Get revenge. Served in them in a party bus.
Goodness me. That's not the party bag you want, is it, Blank?
No, no, no. You don't want to open that one up. And A1 certainly do and get a nasty surprise. Loops holding in the hay bales.
Under pressure from Robdini right now. Nades sending their way. A lucky bounce for Loops as they survive a little bit longer. Just for a moment, though. We'll see how much further they can go. Aerowolf Limax getting punished. At the moment, it's Na'Vi who are shooting out some long-range shots on the northern edge of the road. Golden takes some damage from Robdini as he pushes forwards into the smoke, gets a knock. Carrillo down in the back lines and Federal's there. Gonzo atop the party bus, hops back down to ground level. Federal biding his time. I think he's just waiting. Hang on a minute, what was that? Where did the nade come through? It was Federal with the cheeky little death nade to hold him out. And actually, is he going to be able to get this res? Maybe they think he's in a different position because they sprayed all up the smoke.
It's a nice knock there from Federal. Drops it just outside of the hay bales. And now tries to go for the res. Does get it off. And now Canadian Power in a tricky position with Nova XQF on the way. They should have some knowledge that Na'Vi's down towards their southwest too, as they took some shots over towards Aerowolf Limax. But right now, they need to get rid of these players on the eastern side. Then they can start to control this game going forward. So Nova XQF definitely want to play spoiler here. Nice nade from Gonzo directly on Golden's face.
Robdini still low and scouting out this position. Federal up in the smoke. I still don't think they know where he is, because of course they won't see the names on these knocks. He will pop out of the smoke, but turns tail and runs pretty quickly. Swings outside of the hay bales and changes position a little bit quickly. Under the UAS. No way, this is under the party bus that Gonzo rolled up onto their position. This is rude, Federal. How on earth are you able to sneak around like this?
Jeez Louise, he's right behind him too. He's definitely going to take shots there. Federal. Oh, no bullets. Unfortunate.
Oh dear, just a little too much there to get the initial knock. Wasn't able to get the flush. Loops eliminated. A valiant effort, but will go no further. The circle shifts out west.
In the meantime, Svan has gone down, so that's 4 AM now out of the game. Bigatron looking to get some points in this one. They need to secure their position in second place.
Nice molly.
Molotov goes over the top. Zuxi takes a hit from it. Starts to burn. Just about gets out of the way, but that little tick of damage, that's enough.
Canadian Power are riding strong this game, Blank. They're doing some work here. They managed to suppress so many teams moving forwards. 4 angry men were dealt with by them. You had Secret Jin, who had to get away from them to get to this compound, which, by the way, probably one of the strongest spots in this next circle. You had Loops dispatched, and now Bigatron are falling prey to Canadian Power. Seems like Miramar is their territory.
Yeah, Miramar is certainly where they tend to do very, very well. And I think it's those rotations from them which are really nice. Being able to hold on to all players, and Black-White puts down Luxie, drops in the vehicle after he finishes healing, and will move down to the circle proper itself. Nova XQF haven't made their way in as of yet. Meko is not. Now just remains Na'Vi. Oh boy.
Goodness me, Secret Jin, they're using their position beautifully. I mean, we said that Canadian Power have done so well here on Miramar, but the fact is that Secret Jin, they've rotated into a compound that is better for this circle. Nova XQF still going along, by the way. They've only got 1 kill so far. They've been quite quiet comparatively, but they're making it happen. Meku does go down to Aerowolf Limax. Now it's just Old Boy for them. Yeah,
Meku was trying to crawl across to Old Boy, but was spotted on his crawl. Order hits the nade onto Ronaldo. Over goes the Molotov, and Old Boy just trying to hold strong. Order's walking down towards his position.
I think he knows. He's been spotted out. He must have been. Or is he taking a fight across the way? Not entirely too sure, but Canadian Power engage. Yeah, their Na'Vi do get eliminated. They will be able to take down Old Boy. Ronaldo low in that smoke is downed.
You'll take those 8 points though.
For sure. If you're Na'Vi, you'll be happy for it. Chuffed to bits. A1, Blue Bees. They're the teams they're competing with, and they're not in this top 5, Blank, so it's a great spot for them. Canadian Power got eliminated, but a 17-point game in 4th place. That's baller.
It is baller. The biggest question we've had about Nova XQF pretty much this entire tournament is, can they make it to the end of these circles with 4 players alive? In the last couple of games, they've been doing just that, and they have been performing fantastically because of it.
I mean, Jimmy is knocked now in an off position. Paraboy actually had to send away, and now they're on a 2-2 split here against Secret Jin's position. All 4 of them alive. Aerowolf Limax, by the way, they've managed to get the points they needed on this game. This is going to be a minimum of a 14-point game for them.
Yeah, which is good. It is very good for Aerowolf Limax. Secret Jin, though, they have to walk out into the clearing. And with Nova XQF, if they can hold this 2-2 split, play it perfectly with the cover they have, they might just be able to do some good work down onto Secret Jin. Paraboy will certainly get finished there. No, he's able to get behind the tractor. And now King pops up, finds 1 knock. Cosmos is down.
GZ2K on that ridgeline. Another player out wide as well. Kengzo, need to be careful of that King. I think he's been spotted on the off angle. Worried. Not really. Order will be there as well to back him up, suppressing that angle. Spalv there could prove disastrous for Secret Jin. Will get the flush and steal the point away, but more crucially, brings it into a 3 versus 4 here.
Now Paraboy as well as Jimmy. Jimmy's dropping out. This is Jimmy things all over again. And Paraboy shooting on the go.
Mounted turret moves across the field. They get there relatively unchallenged. Order will go down though. Kengzo able to find that spot. Spalv still in the fray, looking to try and heal as long as he can. Kengzo being suppressed on the off angle now by Paraboy, who hits the deck behind Spalv, is dealt with. GZ takes that threat out from the off angle.
Kengzo's the real problem. He is outside of the circle at the moment, and it will push him past the tree that he's currently using for cover. So great smoke that's already unleashed by Secret Jin to provide time for Kengzo to crawl down past there. But look at this clearing. Nova XQF, they can hide behind the lip, which is really good for them. Surely he sees 2K there. King needs to hit this.
Manages to get the spray down. First knock goes through. 2 versus 4 as the reses came through for Nova XQF. They've got 4 kills. They're looking for a couple more. GZ over the top. Spray onto Paraboy, onto Order's position as well, but suppressed from the off. King doing work for Nova XQF right now. It's just Kengzo left. 1 versus 4. Man against the world, but he can't quite get it done. Gets the first knock, but no more to be found. Nova XQF wipe the hillside. Secret Jin get eliminated, but they make it all the way to